So welcome back to this topic, which is the last topic of our entire this course. In this topic, we're gonna make the most interesting thing. That is, we're gonna connect Google with our device, Node MCU, and we're gonna connect n number of appliances by speaking on Google Assistant. So it's gonna be very interesting and very easy. Actually, you have done already the 90% of the project, and only the 10% of the project is being remaining right over here. What we're going to do on this project. So what we have done, let us see. You have already done with this coding and you've uploaded this code in your NodeMCU. We have already got this auth token, and what we're going to use is this auth token to write our program. It's that so simple. So what we have over here in this auth token, actually let me explain you first. We're going to use a Google Assistant. In this means we have if this and then that, right? So in this we're going to use Google Assistant, and in that we're going to use webhooks. So what it will do, whenever we speak something on Google Assistant, it will just check it out, and after it just checks in, it will send to webhooks. What webhooks does, it just links the Google Assistant to your Blink app, and we already know whatever data is sent by the webhooks is 1 or 0. If it's 1, then it will switch on the Blink application that we made, and if it's 0, it will switch off the Blink application. So if it switch offs the particular switch, then what happens? The bulb goes off, and if switch on the switch, then what happens? The bulb goes on. So let us see how does it does. So here we have IFTTT with us, and we're gonna create an applet. So over here I will just create. So we'll just click on this plus sign, and we will write over here Google Assistant right here. We have a simple phrase. We'll select simple phrase, and what do you want to say? So let us say we want to say turn on light. So it may be that every time you say 3 to 4 types of things, not always you could say turn on. So you may write the different varieties. You could say switch on the light. Sorry, it's light. Or you may say rather that lights on, or light on, anything. So what now, it's what we want to say we have already written, and what should be the response? Okay, the light is getting switched on. So we have done this. Okay, the light is getting switched on. So this should be the response from it when we are creating this trigger. After we create this trigger, our Google Assistant is done, and now there is a plus sign in that. So what may happen over here? We're gonna link with the webhooks here, right? And we will make a web request. In the URL part, what we're gonna do, it very. So in this URL, we're gonna just write it HTTP. Actually, this is the link of your Blink server, http://188.166.206.43. You need to be very careful while writing this. A single mistake will just put everything will be just in vain. So now after this, you need to copy this, your auth token right over here. You will need to copy it, and you need to paste it over here. After this auth token, you need to put update, and after updating, you need to write the pin that you have chosen. D16. I have chosen D0, but why I need to write D16? 16 is over here is the GPIO pin. I have explained you in the first module, I believe, that what is the GPIO pin and GPIO number and what is the pin number. If we are using D0, then actually we are using GPIO 16. So we're gonna write it D16 over here because we have used D0 and we need to create this method as put, and the content type is application slash JSON, and we're gonna send the data. What data we're gonna send after on clicking of this? We're gonna send 1 as we are switching on the light, right? Here we have done this. Once we have done this, you just create this action right over here. Once you create this, it will ask you for a review, and once you done the review, you just finish it. That's all. Once you finished, you will find something like this over here. Okay, so we have done with this. Now similarly, we're gonna do with the off button. This was for on button, and now similarly we're gonna create an applet. We're gonna create an applet. First we'll go for this, and we're gonna go for Google Assistant, and then we're gonna say simple phrase. We're gonna write switch off light or turn off light or light off. Okay, what should we response? Okay, lights being turned off. Done with this, create the trigger. We'll continue with this. We'll go for that, and we'll search for webhooks over here, and we'll just make a web request. The URL, that is HTTP, and we will go for 188.166.206.43. Then we have a slash, and we'll just paste the entire code that we had, and then we'll write update. Then we'll write D16 on the same pin. We'll update it, and we'll use the method put, and we're gonna send application slash JSON, and we're gonna send the data as 0. Done with this, we'll create the action, and once it's created, it will ask a review. Done, finish, and we have successfully created this. Once we have created this, we made our connections, and now what you're gonna do, you're gonna just open the Google Assistant, and once you open the Google Assistant, you should be logged in with the same email ID which email ID you have used for IFTTT, and the same email ID should be used for the Blink application, because everything will be interlinked. Maybe the email ID for Blink may be different as we are using the auth token to relate it, but the email ID for the Google Assistant and the email ID for IFTTT should be same, because these are only related through Google Assistant, and that is their email ID. So let us go for the particular practical of this. So here I open up my Google Assistant, and I say turn on light. Turn on light. So it says switching on light. You can see over here it's saying switching on light. So this is how it all works, and the light gets on. See, then we can say turn off light. So here, switching lights off. So this is what we have made a project right over here. You could see the lights getting switched on and switched off regularly at regular interval of time, and that is how everything is made. So this is what entire your Google Assistant, linking of Google Assistant to this. You could do n number of projects by this, like linking of your email when some sensor gives us some data at some levels. So it has n number of applications of IFTTT and nodemcu, which you're gonna do it, and you're gonna mail or you're gonna tag Teckat at Insta, at Facebook. In our Insta ID is in.teckat. Our Facebook ID is teckat.com. So you just go through it, and thank you. And don't forget to take your certification from Teckat. Thank you.